Hello guys and welcome back. This is Taylor's Algorithm episode 2, powered by Ceefashion Academy, a subsidiary of C Trend Fashion Empire located in Port Harcourt. In this particular episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys fully on a particular topic, which is pencil skate. Yes, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you that you can actually learn with the perfect dress cutting guide. Yes, because it has a detailed instruction on how to draft any dress that you actually desire. Yes, we have up to 14 chapters in this particular book, up to 400 pages. So let's move into today's topic, which is a pencil skate. I'm going to be teaching you fully how to draft a pencil skate. I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually work with this particular book. Thanks and may God bless you. So let's open the chapter 2. That is where we can find our pencil skate. Let's do that, guys. So welcome back, guys. This is the chapter 2. As you can see, the topic is cutting a pencil skate. So let's work on this pencil skate. So by me looking at this, you can actually see an image of a pencil skate. Are you seeing it? This is the image of a pencil skate, and this particular one is the front view, while this particular one is the back view. So you can actually see all the parts. Yeah, there's something I believe in before you teach any particular student any dress pattern, you need to first of all make sure he or she knows how the dress looks like. Yes, it will actually help the student so that when you are teaching, they can be imagining the dress as you teach. Okay, so let's get to the required measurements. So these are actually the required measurements. As you guys can see, these are the required measurements. We have the round waist circumference, which is 30 inches. Are you seeing it? Then we have the hip length, which is from the natural waist or from the customer's waist down to the hip length is 8 inches. And we have the hip circumference, which is 36 inches. We have the skate length. Are you seeing it? Which is 24 inches. That is the skate length. So I also went ahead to explain to you that we are going to be adding extra 2 inches to it, which is going to make it 26 inches. That is exactly what we have here. Are you seeing how detailed this particular book is? So let's move into the step 1. Now let's look at this particular statement. I want you guys to read this particular statement. If you notice in this statement, it's just trying to tell us how to fold your material anytime you are about cutting a pencil skate. And it says, firstly, fold your fabric into 2 considering the highest circumference. Yes, take your fabric, fold into 2 considering the highest circumference, which in this case the highest circumference is 36 inches. They say you have to divide it by 4 inches, which will result to 9 inches. Then add extra 5 inches to it, which is 13 inches. Please, this is only the width of the material you are going to be folding. Do you understand? Unfold 13 inches, but you also have another part when you are folding, which is the length of the material. Then the length of the material should be 24 inches plus 2, which is 26. Okay, so I want to show you guys something. What you can see below is a graphical representation of that particular statement. Are you seeing it? Look at it here. This is a graphical representation of that particular statement. What you are seeing here, this one here, is the full material. Let's say you are using 6 yards of material. This is the full material. And the shaded part you are seeing here is the one that is folded. So when you look at here, you see the width, which is 13 inches. Are you seeing it? Which is the hip circumference divided by 4, which is 9 inches plus 5 inches, which is going to give you 13 inches. And when you look at this particular part, this is the, are you seeing it? The length of the skate, which is 24 plus extra 2, which is the hemming allowance. Are you seeing it? Okay, this actually explained it so well. So the second step now is we are going to be marking out the measurement point. The measurement point in this case is the vertical measurement. So if you also look at the statement here, you also see what they wrote here. That is the second step. Do you understand? Let's mark out the vertical measurement. So in order for you to mark out the vertical measurement in this case is from the waist down to the hip, from the waist down to the skate length, and from the waist down to the extra 2 inches hemming allowance. So by me looking at this particular image, this is a graphical representation of that particular statement. Are you seeing it? So look at it. You will notice that from point A to point C or from point B to D is actually hip. That is the 8 inches allowance. Are you seeing it? This is the hip length, which we already stated is 8 inches allowance. So you also notice from the waist down to the skate length is actually 24 inches allowance, then you notice that this particular side, it is 2 inches allowance for the hemming. So when you are done doing this, you can see you are done marking out the vertical measurement. So the next thing is the horizontal measurement. What are the horizontal measurements? The horizontal measurements are the circumferences. Do you understand? When you divide it by 4, then you add extra 2 inches allowance. That gives you the horizontal measurement, which you are going to be marking out. So now look at this particular statement. This particular statement has already told us what to do. Now let me tell us what to do from this particular book. They said after marking out the measurement stroke vertical measurement points on the fabric, then impute the actual skate measurements. Now let's divide the waist. The waist, which is 30 inches, divided by 4, which is going to give us 7.5. Then add extra 2 inches to it as your sewing or seam allowance, therefore resulting to 9.5. Are you saying it? Okay. Now let me show us. Now remember, the waist is divided by 4, which is 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. Add 2 inches allowance to it, which is 9.5. Now, are you seeing this particular image here? This is a graphical representation of that particular statement. Now, look at it. Here is the waist. Are you seeing it? So from point A, let me show you guys. From point A, make sure you mark out that 9.5 to point B. Are you seeing it? This is the waist horizontal measurement. Now, let's get to the hip length. We are also going to be doing this exact thing at the hip length. Now, what are you going to be doing? The hip in this case is 36 inches. Divided by 4. Add extra 2 inches to it, which is going to give you 11 inches. Now, what you are supposed to do is from point C, are you seeing it, to point D, make sure you mark out 11 inches. Okay, so the same thing, we are also going to be doing something now at the down part of the skate. I know most of you will be wondering what exactly are we going to be doing at the down part. Now look at the statements here. The down part says same as the waist. So that means the waist, which we already have 9.5, which is the waist divided by 4 plus 2, which we got 9.5. We are also going to be marking out 9.5 here. That is from point E. Look at it. From point E down to point F is actually going to be 9.5. This is actually a standard that we use that works in most cases. Do you understand? So do the same thing as from point G down to point H. Are you saying it? Simple as that. So let's say we are done with our measurement point. So at the end of the day, we now have these new points, which is point B, point G, point F, and point H. Are you seeing it? So what we are going to be doing now is that we are going to be connecting them with a curve in order to form our skate. Are you seeing it? We have done that, and we have obviously formed the shape of our pencil skate, which is looking very nice. Are you seeing it? Okay, so the next thing we're actually going to be doing now is what we call the front waist effect. Do you guys understand? Front waist effect. Now let's read out this particular part. They said in order to achieve the slope at the skate waist, that is the waist effect. This effect is used to achieve a better fitting around the waist region. Now they say from point A, measure 1 inch to point O. Are you seeing it? So from point A, measure 1 inch to point O. Are you seeing it? Just 1 inch to point O. Are you seeing it? Okay. Then they said, after you are done doing that, now connect it to point B. Are you seeing it? This is exactly what is being done here. Now, for those of you that don't know exactly why we are doing this in front, we are doing it because of the shape of a human being. When it comes to the shape of a human being, let me show you guys something. When it comes to the shape of a human being, okay, as you can see, let's say this is like a shape of a human being. This is the breast side. This is the breast side. Are you seeing it? Now, this is the waist side. If you notice this particular thing I just did here, whenever you wear a shirt or you wear a pants, go to a mirror, place, just be at the side. You'll notice that the shape of your pants is not actually coming straight, like it's not coming this straight, rather it's going diagonal. Yeah, that is because of shape of a human being. Are you seeing it? That is the same reason why the front part here is also going diagonal. Are you seeing? That is why we have to step down from point A down to point 0 in order for us to have a better fitting. Now, that is to say that at the back part, we're also going to be stepping up with 1 inch. Look at it. From this particular image, you will see that the back part is going up while the front part is coming down. So we have applied for the front, is remaining the back part in order to have a better fitting. So let's continue, guys. Next thing we are about doing now is the dart. Yes, every skate needs a dart in order to to have a better fitting. So how are we going to be doing this dart? Now, before you make a dart on a skate, you need these two measurements, and these two measurements are very important. So we need the dart width and we need the dart length. Are you seeing it? The dart width and the dart length. And this has formulas. In order for you to get the dart width, divide the waist circumference by 8. Which, when we divide the waist circumference by 8 in this case, 30 divided by 8 is actually going to be giving us 3.75. That is 3/4. Are you seeing it? Then the dart length, which is the hip length minus 2. Are you seeing it? Subtract 2 inches from the hip length, which in this case is going to be giving us 6 inches. So let's say now that we have gotten all the required measurements. Are you seeing it? 3.75 and the 6 inches. So let's place the measurements in order to form the dart. Let's do that, guys. So in order to form the dart, let me zoom this. In order to form the dart, okay, from point A, mark 3.75 inches to point J. Are you seeing it? Then from point J, mark out the dart length. That is the height, the depth of the dart, which is 6 inches. Are you seeing it? Okay. So when you are done with this, next thing you are going to do is you are going to be effecting the dart. So in order for you to effect the dart, look at it. From point J, which is the middle line, are you seeing it? Step out to point M with 0.5 inches. That is half an inch. Then do the same thing. Step out to point N with 0.5. That is a full dart of 1 inch. Are you seeing it? The next thing you need to do is from point K, connect to point M and connect to point N. Now we have actually formed our front dart. Are you seeing? Is that simple? Okay. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is we are going to be drafting for the back. As you can see, we are done with drafting for the front. So in order to draft for the back, I usually tell my students something. I tell them that whenever you are done drafting for the front, the back is nothing. Like, you don't stress yourself drafting for the back. So let's draft for the back. So now look at this particular statement. It says, fold your material exactly the same way you did in front, but this time make sure that the back part is longer than the front with 1 inch. This extra 1 inch is for the waist effect. You guys remember when I told you guys that the shape of a human being, the back will be going up while the front will be going down. Yes, that back going up is the extra 1 inch. They say we should make sure that the back panel, the material we're going to fold has, yes, that extra 1 inch. So what this is trying to tell us, I want to show you guys something. Remember, when we are folding for the front, we made sure we folded our material width divided by 4. We added 5 inches. Then the same thing to the length, 24 plus 2, 26. Now this time around, they said instead of the length being 26, make it 27 and let the width remain 13 inches. That is exactly what you are seeing here. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now they said after you are done doing that, next thing you need to do is you have already cut out this particular material. Now look at it. We have already cut out the front. Are you seeing it? We have cut out the front. The only part that we did not cut out yet is this particular waist effect. Are you seeing it? Yeah, we did not cut it out because we don't want to confuse our students. Everything is written inside here. So now that we have cut it out already, look at it. Take it and place on this empty space. Are you seeing it? Place it on this empty space. That is what they have actually done here. And they said as you are placing it, make sure that you place it in a way that, look at it, place it in a way that there is 2 inches before by the left hand side. Are you seeing it? Don't just take it and cover everywhere. Do you understand? Leave out these 2 inches. These 2 inches is actually for the dart. Are you seeing it? Okay. And also make sure you place it in a way that, remember, the back is 1 inch longer than the front. Place it in a way that you still have 1 inch at the upper side. Are you seeing it? Okay. So after you are done doing that, the next thing and the last thing you're actually going to be doing is from point B, connect to point G. Are you seeing it? This is that 1 inch. Then when you are done doing this, I think you are good to go. All you need to do now is to cut out your back. And when you cut out your back, this is exactly what you get. Are you seeing the front pattern? Are you seeing the back pattern? Please remember the front pattern. Remember that part that was are you seeing it? This marked point. Are you seeing it that I said that we shouldn't cut out? Now, when you are done cutting out the back, we have finally ended up cutting it out. Are you seeing it? That is why you are seeing here slanted. We have cut out that 1 inch front. And are you seeing the back? We have also cut out the back. So we now have our pencil skate. I hope this is very easy to understand. In a situation whereby you want to watch a video guide on this, because the truth is that I actually have a video guide on how to cut this. You guys should know I have a complete video, but I want to show you guys that even the ebook is very detailed and explanatory on its own. So I want you guys to know that if you purchase this book, you are going to really enjoy it, because it is detailed step-by-step guide. Do you guys understand? Detailed and a step-by-step guide. So this is it for pencil skate. So we have a lot of topics, guys, a lot of topics for you to really learn from. Okay, thanks and may God bless you. If you love this, tell us in the comment section that you love it, and make sure you click on the like button. Tell us that you love it. Thanks and may God bless you. Remember, this is the perfect dress cutting guide. You can see our number, you can DM us, you can chat us on WhatsApp. Thanks and may God bless you. Bye for now.